I'm Sue Taylor. I live here in Shively. I've been coming to Shively Christian Church for about 43 years. I believe in Jesus, and I am so grateful that I've been raised with Him in my life. I love to do things for Him, and one of them being serving here at Shively Christian Church. It's great opportunities here. They've blessed me probably more than I feel like I've done for them. But this church has just been a big blessing to my life. All in all, I can't say enough about how much I appreciate my church family. When you come from people leaving you, people coming into your life, good things and bad things, the joys and the sorrows, this church family has definitely served me and my family, and will always be grateful to Shively Christian Church. There are so many people that have mentored me through the past, and I want to say thank you to them as well, and the Spring Gates, the Sites, the Bakers, the Betty and Elmer Smiths, all of these wonderful people, the Taps. There's so many people that have mentored me when I was going through a real struggle, and I was 33 and found myself going through a divorce, and God just kept putting the right people at the right spot, and brought me through that and got me back on track, and kept me going in my life. You know, it's hard to imagine going through struggles like that, but then when you go through and you find the joys, you know. I found a wonderful man here at this church. Not that I was searching for him. That was the last thing on my mind, and God placed and planted us together in this family, and we raised our daughter, and you know, you never know what you're going to go through in life, but if you have faith in the Lord, He always seems to have brought me through things, and you know, I always find comfort in that. I find comfort in the things that I see and changes that I've been through in my life. God used different scenarios in my life, and I just know that it wasn't coincidence. It was planned. You know, God says in Jeremiah, "I know I've got plans for you, plans not to harm you, but plans to prosper you and give you hope in a future." And that's what He showed me through this church family. And you know, you find things happening in your life, struggles, and I ended up being a choir teacher many years ago for the kids. And not because I was going to be the choir teacher, but because I was stepping up because somebody else had to leave for other circumstances. And you know, that was just not a coincidence, and God used that. There was a song that had a Bible verse in it that says, "All things work together for good to those who love the Lord and are called according to His purpose," and that's in Romans 8:28. And God used the kids in that choir, and used kids ever since then to lead me. You know, you think you're supposed to be the director, but they end up directing you sometimes. So, you know, I always want to say one thing for sure, that children are a precious gift to us. And it's our turn to be parents and to be guardians of them right now. And it does take a village sometimes. But that's a precious gift that we shouldn't take for granted. And one of these days, it's going to be your turn to give your children back to the Lord. And that's one of those things that I try to instill in my family and my church and my children here at church. the best root that they can have is a relationship with the Lord. And I was like 10 when I got baptized. And I started in a Baptist church. And then I ended up in a Methodist church. But then I finally came to Shively Christian Church in my 20s, my late 20s. So I feel like God's just totally used all of the different people here. I am so grateful that I've been able to be a part of this church family and hopefully serve more years here and hopefully strengthen my relationship with the Lord as well as the kids and be a friend to people. My adult Sunday school class, New Beginnings, has been such a great encouragement to me through the years. And you know, when you lose someone that I love very much and was so good to me and my daughter, and you never forget people like that, and you never want to. And then I have to think, you know, I wouldn't have had him if it hadn't been for the Lord. So the good Lord's good to us, and we don't want to take things for granted in this life because we don't know what tomorrow holds, but we know who holds tomorrow. I can only tell you that God led me here. Why Shively Christian Church? I came here and visited, and the people seemed very genuine. And I know one thing that I don't really, you know, I never had been a part of a Christian church, so the background was good. I know the disciplines as far as you know, taking the Lord's communion every Sunday was something I didn't do at the other two churches in my life, but I was growing in each level of my life. So why Shively Christian Church? The only thing I could say is God led me here. He impressed upon me the Word and the Scriptures that were being taught. It was a Bible-based. The Bible is the truth. It's the living Word. It's the roots of our faith. So Shively Christian Church is it's just been a part of me. I feel like a part of the community here. Hopefully I can stay that way, and it's a good place to serve. We do need people here in this community. We need people to be the hands and feet of Jesus wherever we go, and you can do that wherever you go in your life. You can do that in where you live, where you work, where your school is, where your neighborhood is. And I'm just so grateful. God has been good to me. And like it's the saying, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. So